basics of air conditioning. Air conditioning was designed to the human comfort, is heavily used to improve domestic and industrial efficiency. It is used to have comfortable interior environment, however, it's also used to cool electronic devices like computers or to store artwork. The most important use of refrigeration is to preserve food. So what is exactly air conditioning? Well, air conditioning is the process of removing heat and moisture from the interior of an occupied space. Air conditioning doesn't destroy the heat. It pumps the heat from the refrigerated space and releases it to the outside, which it takes us to the first law of thermodynamics, also known as the law of conservation of energy. That states that energy cannot be created or destroyed in an isolated system. Heat always flows from a warmer to a colder substance. In other words, cold is low temperature or lack of heat. Cold is the result of removing that heat. It's like a canoe that water is leaking inside. Air conditioning is removing the water from that canoe. So now let's go to the parts of air conditioning. The main parts are the compressor, evaporator, metering device or expansion valve, tank receiver, and condenser. The refrigerant is reused in a constant cycle. Let's start with the tank receiver. Here, the refrigerant is stored at high pressure, high temperature liquid, then goes to the metering device where the pressure is reduced. And when you reduce the pressure, the temperature is reduced too. Now we have low pressure liquid entering the evaporator where the refrigerant will boil the evaporator. Leaving the evaporator, we have low pressure vapor, then the compressor sucks this vapor and compresses it, turning the refrigerant into high pressure, high temperature vapor. This flowing to the condenser. In the condenser, the refrigerant will be warmer than the surroundings, causing a rapid heat transfer, changing the high pressure vapor to high pressure liquid, then goes to the tank receiver where the process repeats again. Refrigerant capacity used to be calculated in tons of refrigerant. A ton is the energy absorbed when a ton of ice, that is 2,000 pounds, melts during a 24-hour period. Today, units are rated in BTU hours instead of tons. A BTU stands for British Thermal Unit, which is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 pound of water 1 degree Fahrenheit. 1 ton of refrigeration equals 12,000 BTU hours. So where do we get these numbers? Well, we multiply the weight of 1 ton of ice, 2,000 pounds, by the amount of heat required to melt the ice, which is the latent heat of fusion. Then we divide it by 24 hours to obtain BTU hours. So that is 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds times 144 over 24-hour period, which equals 288,000 BTU over 24 hours. That equals 12,000 BTU hours. Residential central heating systems provide up to 5 tons of cooling, and commercial up to 1,500 ton chiller systems. Well, today we just reviewed the basics of air conditioning. I hope you like this video and give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.